let us start again. A very good evening to one and all present here. So, the matter of discussion for today is, should there be a restriction on how many number of children should a family have? So, first of all, to infer this, we can also learn from our neighbors like China, who are facing a lot of problem because of imposing one child policy. So it is a matter of opinion, and definitely we can learn a lot from our neighbors. So let's see what people have to say about this particular topic. So to begin with the opinions part, Aarti ma'am, can you please give your opinion on this topic?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aarti, and I am the student of American Institute of Bhopal. And today I'm here to discuss upon the topic, should there be a restriction on how many children can a family have? So before begin with the topic, let us understand the meaning of family. The term family means the group of individuals connected with each other, connected with by blood or by marriage or legal relationships like adoption. So generally it is seen that a family includes parents and their children, and sometimes with their grandparents and their uncle and aunt. Sorry, sir. Okay. Sometimes it's seen that the grandparents and their children. Family is important for everyone because family provides mental as well as emotional support and physical and financial support also. And I strongly favor the topic because there are many reasons why it is considered, these restrictions are considered. The first reason is population control and resource management. Like because if there is no restriction, then population is increased, and if population is increased, then there's then uncontrolled population leads to natural restraint in natural resources like food, water, and energy also. The another reason is a rapidly growing population. Rapidly growing population leads put immense pressure in our country's economy, because more children, more members required more infrastructure, more education, and more job opportunities and more healthcare facilities, which become complicated or which challenging for government also. And overpopulation is also interlinked with the environmental challenges like loss of biodiversity, climate change, and deforestation. So if these restrictions control the population, then our country is helpful. Then these restrictions are also helpful for our environmental impact also. And having fewer children allow facilities like better care, better education system, and healthcare also for each children. And if a smaller family size leads to increased parental attention also, and higher education to their children, which leads to which may improve their mental and physical health also. And higher population, uncontrolled population also leads to poverty. And now it's transfer. Thank you.
You are saying that if population is less, so it is the solution to every problem.
Yes, sir.
What about Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh? They have too less population, but still they are suffering to grow.
But I'm saying not all the solution of all the problems, but which I mentioned, this is the solution of these problems.
So we heard about the lack of food in Pakistan, like they are fighting with each other for food. But you mentioned about lack of resources like food and poverty over there. People are not able to afford vegetables also. So what do you think that Pakistan, even as a small nation, why are they suffering this problem? Is population the actual reason over there?
So not there's actual reason in population, but in our country, population creates so many problems.
Okay, no issues, no issues. Okay. Let's carry it to Archana ma'am. Yes, Archana ma'am. What do you think about the topic?
Okay. So very good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, friends. I'm Archana Misra. I'm a student of American Institute Bhopal, and today I'm over here to discuss upon the topic. And before beginning with the topic, let us understand what is the meaning of restriction. So restriction is a limitation, a limit like number and amount, freedom, etc. of everybody. So it's called restriction. So I strongly favor the topic. So because I think yes, there should be, because it is good for that children and our nation, and that children's education, future, career, and that family as well. Because do you know, in India, there are two types of people: first, educated, and second, uneducated. So, people, educated person, family, and parents who knows about good health and good nutrition and education, medical, and all. So, no doubt, they plan for baby, and they have two, three babies, and the second hand is they are uneducated or rural areas people, they have at least 5 to 10 babies, 5 to 10 children. So do you think, can you imagine, like uh, how can they afford and how can they manage, like how can they provide good nutrition of their child, and how can they provide good education and good health and all. So I think it should be, because it is very harmful for our nation. And my second point is India is a um, is a number one country of population, and it is beating China. So, and in India, India's area uh, is too small as comparison of population. So how can we suffer? And it is really harmful for us. And so I think, from my point of view, government should take action of this topic, because it is a serious matter, and it is really harmful for our education, food, and medical and all. And if a family have if a family have 5 to 10 children, so I think it will come poverty and starvation. So this is not good for our nation, and this is not good for that children and that children's career and future as well. So I think it should be. Thank you.
As you told that the comparison of land, that in this small land in India, if we talk, that the land is too much, too less, and the people are too much for that land. So what about Russia? Over there, the land is too much. So you cannot even imagine how much land is there. But people are very less. Even the people of Russia know. So why are they not able to grow? They have resources and they have enough people. I would not say that they don't have people, because Russia has the largest army also in the entire world. So they have adequate amount of people. And if population is the problem, so why is Russia not growing then? Why is it focusing on issues like war and all?
But sir, I think in America, their population and in our UP population are equal. And in America, no doubt, too high, and in education, or I think everything. So
About Russia,
it's important.
like giving an perspective on America is also good, but talking specifically about Russia, what do you have to say for Russia?
Actually, I don't know about Russia.
No problem, no problem. But yes, it is the largest country in the world. So definitely we should see that despite of having that less population, they are facing problems to grow. So definitely there are some other factors also that play along the population problem. So to gather more that topic, let us move towards Raman ma'am.
Good evening, Honorable Adjudicator, and good evening to all of you present here. I'm Rajiv. I'm a student of American Institute, Bhopal. Today I speak on the topic, should there be a restrictions on how many children a family can have? And the definition of restrictions means are fixed limitations on persons' movement, actions, and movements, action, and size, etc. for something. And today I am favor the topic because India has already got first position as population, and it is not good for our environment, and it is not good for our environment, our nation, because the sources and the products are less in increasing reducing less continuously because of the population demand many sources, many products nowadays. And a person who belongs a middle class family, and he have four or more children, it is not possible then he can provide everything which their family needs easily. And it is also effect on our education system, our infrastructures, our health care. So and it is not good for our nation also, and the government can't provide jobs easily to every youth. So the result is most of the youth are facing unemployment, and they choose the wrong way for earning money, like they start robbing, stealing, and most of the youngsters are selling synthetic drugs, which is not good for a youth future and the family. So, and not only for family, it is not good for our environment, because if we have, and nowadays people are continuously cutting trees, and they build more houses for their family. And nowadays we are, and in the summer we have faced heat waves. We have suffering with heat waves, and and not all and we and the people, when they cut the trees, and it is not good for our animals, our birds. And we have already lost most of the varieties of animals, and we are continuously losing the most of the varieties which are in dangerous nowadays. It is not good for our environment, like, and most it is not good for our education systems, and it is not good for our education because government can't provide everything to every person easily. So it is and the restriction is a necessary for our nation if we want to grow more and we want to build a strong nation. So from my point of view, the restrictions should be followed every family, and should be allowed, sorry, इसे क्या बोलेंगे, होनी चाहिए, should be allowed by the government, and nowadays it is necessary for everyone, for our nations. Thank you. Sir, your voice is not coming.
Okay, sorry. Yes. So can't we say that in countries like America, mentioning specifically America, we see that many billionaires and millionaires belong to America, like the owner of Meta or the owner of any vice versa company. Majority of the billionaires are from America. So can't we say that the 1% population of America, if we live in America, so the 1% of population of the America is having the resources of the entire America? Can't we say, because they are earning that much amount of money, they are using that much amount of factories in the America, they are using that much amount of labor, vagera, everything in America. So can't we say that the 1% of the population is eating the resources of the entire nation, because of which the rest 99% have to suffer? What do you think? Like even in India, Mukesh Ambani, because of his
Because they have, sorry to interrupt, but they have money a lot, so they can provide everything easily to their person. But nowadays, I'm talking about a middle class, and nowadays middle class family increasing their children's amount, children's.
but rich people get rich by taking money from middle class only. So what do you have to say? Acha, okay, let us take the opinion of others. So as Yogita ma'am has joined right now, so
Yes,
let
sir.
me
Good evening,
repeat.
sir.
Yes, should there be a restriction on how many children a family can have? Should there be a restriction on how many children a family can have?
Sir, shall I say something, or I prepare first? I want to prepare something.
You can take your time to gather your thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Riti ma'am.
Yes, good evening to all of you. And when I'm already present here, my name is Riti. I am the student of American Institute. Today we are discuss upon the topic is should there a restriction on how many children a family. So I disagree this point. First of all, this purely depends on the which part of living where we are living. For example, the country which are rich and less populated, so there should be not required any this sort type of restriction, because their countries want to the more than one kid. So I will give example. For example, it's a Gulf country where I'm living. Here is a less populated country. This population is 52 lakh 81,000 and 538 population. So there is a less populated country, and here don't need to require the restrictions. So its country is required for the population increment. So I wanna give also in various countries like India, which is considered underdeveloping nation, and it is a widely populated country. And here should be kind of restriction is very necessary for this nation, because and also that means government should be required to provide the social and food security of the first kid only. And on the other hand, any countries impose restrictions on having more one than kid, and this type of country is resemble symbol of the dictatorship. For example, these countries like China and South Korea. So, for example, in China imposed a one child policy in 1979. So to control the population, but this policy had been a huge failure, because China society is a gender-based society like India, that people refers to the have a male kid. So which led the female abortions increased, and after become 2000 2005 to 2008, China had one of the world's worst gender ratios. That means that ratio is 120 men is to 100 female. So that means there were 34 million more men is comparison to women in China until 2011. So here also imposed this restriction in a China country. So it's the less this is effect of that population is like a female ratio is down. And so I think it's for my opinion, I think it's don't need to the restriction like that company in China and South Korea also. But yes, it's restriction in that country. It not I think it's restriction on that country where is that country is more populated and is a financially weaker. So that's all my points.
The brilliant opinion by Riti ma'am. With the help of statistics, we can definitely understand the condition and the requirement and the identification of using any certain policy. So as you told about one child policy, so what do you think if it was implemented in India before 10 to 20 years? So what would have been the condition of India?
So same condition I will be happened. Female ratio will be decreased after this policy, and I think it's not good for the politics para.
Okay, so will you recommend any nation now to impose, if, okay, let us rephrase the question. If right now I give you the authority to impose one child policy, which all countries would you impose one child policy on?
Yeah, it's a most populated country and which is under developing country nations. They are required this policy, but after reveal this policy, this is not this is not do the work.
Okay, so we can infer the good solution. So can you provide any good solution from your side which we can use to control the population?
Yeah, I think government should be enhance a scheme that that provide the many security for after a one kid only. Maybe good securities and many given the facilities like financially and that can give a government job that family members which have only one kid. So I think maybe it's works. It can be work.
Do you think that was one child policy about, like, is it one child policy was just the same as you said, or it was something different? What was one child policy basically in China, which you told? What did they do in that?
Yes, same policy in China, but after enhance this policy, so many factors we can see in 2011 because China had one of the world worst gender ratios.
Okay, quite good. So moving on to Deepika ma'am, what do you think about this particular topic, ma'am?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Deepika, and today's topic is: should we restrict the number of children in family or not? So, in my opinion, we should restrict the number of children in a family, and there are so many reasons. First is population control. As we all know that if the population will increase, then the need of the resources will automatically increase, and we can't provide them food, shelter, and water. And if we decrease the population, then we prevent the future shortages. And second reason is improve the child welfare. If we have a fewer number of children in a family, then the parents can dedicate more time to their children and they can help them provide a better quality education and make them happier and healthier. Third reason is environment sustainability. If the need of the resources will increase, then the waste automatically increase and the problem of deforestation, global warming and the climatical change problem will automatically increase. And if this problem will increase, then we can't survive on the earth. Next reason is economical stability. As in a more populated country, which leads to the unemployment rate and the inequality and poverty also. If the population will increase, then people will struggle to the jobs and the better quality of education. So we can't educate their child in a large population country. Next reason is better healthcare system. If the number of rate of the children will increase, then we can't provide the health to the mother and child. And which is very important that we should provide the better quality of healthcare system to the children. And next reason is educational opportunities. Next reason is the educational opportunities. In a smaller population country, we can get the good quality education, and it definitely help us to for our country to the growth. Next reason is women empowerment. If in a family, if the number of children will increase, then the burden and the limitation will always also increase for a woman, which is not good. By restricting the number of children in a family, we can provide to the woman a better freedom, and she can work according to her, and she will be free uh, by so many responsibilities. Thank you.
Okay. So if we talk specifically about education sector, like you spoke that it would be quite easy to provide quality education to people. So what do you have to say about Germany, that despite being the 19th most populous country of the world, it has a literacy rate of 90%, means 90% of the people are educated, and it is the highest in the entire world. So what do you have to say that despite of the extreme population, they are able to manage 90% literacy rate?
Sir, it's depend on the country. Now, Germany is our developing country. Germany is already developed a country, and our country is developing. So it's not easy for a developing country, the higher population, and we can provide a better education in developing country.
What could be the actual reason behind the difference in Germany and India? Like, if India, what problem is India facing in terms of providing quality education? Is it number of schools, or it is the quality of schools?
Sir, it's completely the education system, because in India we are only providing the theoretical part of the education. We are not give the practical information to the students. So students only learn the theoretical part. So practical information is also important for the education.
Okay, great to hear that. Okay, so now moving on to Hannah ma'am. Yes, Hannah ma'am, what do you have to speak about this particular topic?
Sir, I'll give you 5 minutes more.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Yes, please, sir. What do you want to say about this particular topic?
Good morning, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
Okay.
evening.
Good evening, all of you present here. I am Preet from negative side to speak on the topic that there should be a restriction on how many children do people have in a family. So first of all, we talk about what is restriction. Restriction means a limit or a rule that stops something from happening or being done. Like it's like a boundary that you can't cross. And from my point of view, there should not be a restriction to have children in a family, because by limiting the number of children, a we can see a lot of changes in population. Like a population may age more rapidly, and it can lead to a higher proportion of like older age group people in a country, and this can increase like a pressure on a healthcare system of the country, and it can also lead less number of working age group of people in country, and therefore it negatively affect our country, like economic growth or in development. Thank you.
Sir, you are sir, you are
Sir, you are mute.
Sorry. Yes, Yogita ma'am, what do you have to say about this particular topic?
So can I try?
Okay, you can take a chance. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. As today's topic, I want to share some points. In some, referring to government policies aimed to controlling or restrictions population growth among children, it is a complex and sensitive issue. Countries have different approach to populations control depending on their economic, social, and environment concern. And here are the I am in positive point of view. I am talking about in positive point of view. In countries, controlling population growth might help improve the quality of life by reducing strain and resources, public services, and infrastructures. And controlling population growth could reduce the environment impact and lead to better management of natural resources like water, energy, and land. And small population may allow government to allocate more resources towards education and health care, improving overall quality of life. And many socialized values large families, and it's difficult for them to give each and everything to their children. So small family is ideal. For if I am talking about India, so it is very important that we should restrict on children, because already population is going large and large, and for their health and for their another benefits, government should restrict for population. And fewer children can mean less strength on things like food, water, school, and hospitality. And with fewer children, the government might be able to spend more to each child, improving their education and health. And a smaller population might help protect the environment by using fewer natural resources, and limiting the number of children can take away so much opportunity, and it is very beneficial for them also, for their growth and for their upcoming future also. So as I am Indian, I would go with this policy.
Okay. So as till now, we heard a lot of opinions that increasing population is a problem. So talking about what is the actual reason behind the increasing population? Why is the population increasing? And specifically talking about India, why is the population rising out of sudden?
Because in India there is not when government is not able to justify with children, for their health, for their educations and everything. So if the population is lesser, then government can judge. The government can government can सब दे सकते हैं, मतलब they can able to give all the facilities to their.
Okay, but the question is quite different. I just asked that what is the reason of increasing population?
Increasing population.
Why?
If there are increasing population, I have to give the reason now why we should not go.
No. Why is the population increasing? Why is the population increasing?
Because of lack of knowledge, and so in village in India there are a rural area also, and they don't have knowledge how to. They don't have knowledge about birth control and all the things. So this is the main reason they just expand their families, and they don't know, and they don't know okay what they are doing. they don't they don't worried about their children's future. They don't think about that, and they just keep going on increasing their families and families. So this is the main reason why they are increasing, because of lack of education.
Can also say that the healthcare facilities are improving day by day. So the death rate is decreasing and the birth rate is still at its point. So maybe that can also be the reason that people are not dying only. They are dying at the age of 100, 120. But whereas earlier people used to die at the age of 60, 70 only. So we can also say that people are now just able to survive a lot more than earlier because of the medical infrastructure and the improvement. And we can see India has been the vaccine hub in COVID-19. So we can definitely say that India has something which nobody has. So moving on with that to Hena ma'am, what do you think about the topic, ma'am?
Sir, I'm confused about this topic, but I can say something.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hina. Sir, it is very important for every family and country. Government should restrict in this point. In family would is any family would if any family would small family they can give good education on his kids. Because of education, kids can improve in our society also. And God, sir, I didn't prepare.
Problem, ma'am. You can go on with your opinion, whatever you think naturally about the topic.
Sir, according to me, every family has every family has sir. Sir, I don't know. I haven't any knowledge about this topic too much.
Okay, so what do you think about India? That is the population, is the rising population a problem for us?
In India, rising population because of in India, because sir, I am not able to say something.
No, it is just a yes or no answer. That do you think that the rising population of India is a problem for us?
Yes, a population of India is a big problem for us. If
So
if in India a population will increase, then if a population will increase, then sir, I can't speak.
give it a try at least. It is worth a try. You can try. Is not the actual solution to the problem. You can try. Are you able to think in Hindi?
Yes, sir, but
Okay. So
sir,
yes.
yes.
So what is the problem? Are you not able to convert your thoughts in English?
No, sir, I can convert my thought in English, but I can't think about this topic. That is the problem.
Okay. No issues, no issues. So do you know that that India is the most populous country in the world?
Sir, I have no knowledge about this topic because sir, I am not reading any book. I have no knowledge. That's why I can't make any sentence on topic.
No problem, no problem. Have you heard everyone else over here? Did you hear others? Did you hear?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think? Are they saying anything wrong or they are saying anything right? What do you think after, if you try to understand, what do you think? Are they saying something good or bad? What do you think?
Sir, can you give me some time?
We are already
Sir, today I'm not able to,
okay.
because yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So does anybody wants to add their opinion to what just others said or want to contradict any point that they might have thought that may be wrong or maybe more correct? You can directly start
Yes.
if you think so.
Yes, sir. Like,
Sir, you can turn off
like
your
if
camera as just quite visible.
it's turn on, sir, like light has gone.
Anyway, you can turn off. I'm
Therefore,
asking you to turn off the camera.
okay, yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yeah, now you may.
yes, sir. Like, okay, sir. Okay, if government is strict on having children in a family, then it will increase that. We know that our traditional point of views of traditional peoples that they want a boy only. So if they restrict on like only two children or one children, then it will be difficult for that woman. Like woman got pressurized to give a boy only, and therefore the man's family can pressure to that woman, and therefore like woman this like women's got pressurized, and therefore we can see that huge increasing amount of abortion for girls mainly. And if we see that because of this point of view of traditions people, that we can only see that increasing of men in a country and less amount of girls in a country, and therefore it can also affect our country for marrying or like a ratio.
That was quite a different perspective to add. Okay. Yes. Does someone else want to add their thought so that we can move towards the conclusion after that? Okay. So I think it is the time to conclude the meeting. I'm saying the discussion. So with that, let's conclude that definitely, if we see population as a problem, so alone population cannot be responsible for solving all the problems, and rather saying it cannot be the problem for causing it cannot be the reason to cause other problems. So we cannot just blame population. Rather, we can blame other factors such as environment and sustainability. India has all kinds of weathers in it, but countries like America, UK don't have. So definitely they will face problem in food. To give a very practicality one example, I could say India doesn't has oil in its doesn't produce or has any reserves of oil, but it exports the oil, because of which the availability of oil and the prices of oil are high. But if we talk about Saudi Arabia or those nations over there, there is a very different perspective regarding the rates of oil and the availability of oil. So every nation has its own factors on which it depends towards the problem relies. So we cannot just blame one single factor, and we cannot generalize population as a problem for every nation, because as countries like Germany, despite of having a lot much of population, if we say the 19th position out of 206 countries, so it is not a joke definitely. And despite of that, they are able to educate the people and they are able to manage the things. So definitely there are some other factors also. And even if we talk about China, despite of being the most populous country before India, before some days, it was growing with we know that China stands in the top GDPs. So we can see that this, and even India stands in the top GDPs. If we say India is also, we can see the growth rate of India, 7%, 8% growth in GDP. We can directly not promote that we should have any direct policy to put restrictions, because if we restrict people, it is not going to be the solution to every problem. We can, like the example of alcohol, we know it is bad for our health, but we know it is supporting the government in other ways by getting tax and all. So we need to understand the diversity of a problem, that maybe it is serving a purpose which we are not defining over there. So to conclude with the discussion, we can infer that competition alone is not the problem to cause any other problem, or it is not the perfect reason to blame upon towards the growth of a nation. Okay. So now coming to the second part of the meeting, that is about hand gestures. है ना? That what is hand gestures and all, like hand movement कैसे करना है ना? Like many people might be thinking कि भाई hand gestures कैसे करना है. So I'm giving a very practical example. जैसे कि I am not, भी मैं कुछ भी बढ़िया बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but फिर भी मेरे हाथ के gestures हैं वो irrelevant नहीं लगेंगे आप लोगों को. भले ही मैं देखो बात ऐसी कोई एक दो वाली नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but even if I am doing this, I am looking good. Whether मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ, देखो मैं कितनी बकवासी बात कर रहा हूँ, but फिर भी my hand gestures are looking कि भाई yes, he is too much professional and he is speaking a lot good. So hand gestures is just about that. जरूरी नहीं है कि भाई हैंड जेस्चर कोई स्पेसिफिक यही करना है, ऐसे ऐसे करना है, 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 ऐसे करना है. नो, हैंड जेस्चर्स आर जस्ट कि भाई लीव इट फ्री. ठीक है, पॉइंट्स वगैरह में बोल सकते हो कि ये पॉइंट नंबर 1, फिर उसके बाद तो बाकी भाई कोई ऐसा हैंड जेस्चर फिक्स नहीं होता है कि आपको ऐसे ही बोलना है, ऐसे ही बोलना है, कोई डिफाइंड जेस्चर नहीं है. जस्ट लीव योर हैंड्स फ्री. वट एवर योर हैंड्स आर डूइंग, लेट देम डू. देखो ये करना, ये करना, ऐसे करना, ऐसे करना, भले ही मैं कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, देखो बकवास चीजें भी बोल रहा हूँ, देन ऑल्सो इट इज लुकिंग गुड. सो ऐसी चीज है. हैंड जेस्चर कोई कोई वन स्टॉप आंसर नहीं है उसको कि भाई हैंड मूवमेंट कैसे सीखा जाए. उसको सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप कुछ भी करोगे वो अच्छा ही लगने वाला है. आपका अगर कंटेंट अच्छा होगा तो आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज अपने आप उभर के आएगी, है ना? वैसा है. इट इज लाइक मनी. अगर आपकी जेब में पैसा हो तो आप काले हो या गोरे हो, किसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है, मतलब मैं अपने आप को ही गाली दे रहा हूँ, मगर ठीक है, इट्स ओके. सो दैट इज द वे. ठीक है, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट हैंड जेस्चर्स कि भाई हाथ में करे तो करेंगे आप, है ना? तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं
So,
है.
sir, do I use while speaking or not? I don't know about.
Out of nervousness. Like Riti ma'am, hand gesture is the best. है ना? If I'm ma'am gets surprised भाई what is happening. नहीं मतलब it is, I am saying कि मतलब Riti ma'am, today you spoke very 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 well. मतलब I for once I wanted to just pause the recording and say that you spoke very very well today. मतलब बहुत ज्यादा बढ़िया, मतलब कोई सीमा ही नहीं है उसकी. You spoke,
Because of my husband supporting me.
it was quite great. मतलब each and everything was perfect. I can see everything going on the perfect track from day one, from being too much nervous and now speaking a lot. So definitely I can see the change. And the reason I always say Aarti ma'am in first, because Aarti ma'am has a lot of patience and her hand movements are perfect. So when others see Aarti ma'am doing that, they also start doing that. That is the thing. Like if you see Aarti ma'am in the recording also, you will notice ma'am has a lot of hand movements and a lot of patience between the words. Like she is not in the hurry of saying कि भाई जल्दी जल्दी निपटाने, जल्दी जल्दी कैमरा बंद करके सो जाओ. It is not the case with her. So therefore always I ask Aarti ma'am to say first, because if we see others doing a good thing, so we also start doing, है ना? Like you see, if a person is feeding poor people in the video, so for once we also think here I will also do with my first salary, or I will also donate or do these all things. So it is the same over here also. Today to everyone spoke quite well. It was very very good to hear. Hena ma'am, there is nothing to be afraid of. I would say knowledge, if knowledge is the barrier, so okay, in this topic I can consider that this was a bit technical topic. You had to research before the meeting, so the topic was not I think so. The debate topic sheet was not reshared by me in the group after you joined the group. So I have shared the sheet. So जो भी अगला topic है, it is going to be the tomorrow's topic, है ना? Please remember. Okay. So now I have just thought about adding some few activities. Nowadays we will not be doing debate alone. We will be adding some activities at the end of the debate. Like by 7:40 or 7:35, we will end the debate daily, and then we will do some fun activities, or we will go towards some interesting activities, which will help to enhance our communication and our presentation. Basically, we can say grooming, extracurriculars, which is most important for our personality and our learning. So the learning of the day, if we see, was hand gestures. There is no specific formula for hand gestures. Just let them go where they are. Just when you are in online meeting, see like the frame over here, your hands should not go out of the frame. Okay, and it should not be close to the camera. See how dirty does it look when it comes close to the camera. But when I create a decent distance, then it looks good. But if I bring it close, it will look so dirty ki chiya. Sorry, I gave a very bad expression, but okay. So like this, we have to maintain a decent distance when you're using hand movement. Therefore, the angle of the camera is very important. Instead of holding your phone in your hand, you should either take any water bottle or anything and keep it at a very decent distance. है ना, so that your entire इतना portion तो देखो दिखना चाहिए, I would say इतना तो दिखना चाहिए. It looks very good. है ना, when you are speaking like this, you are giving hand movements and all. It seems very professional, and है ना, it is good. A good impression is there. So I would not recommend कि भाई फोन हाथ में पकड़ के अपन, है ना, फोन ऐसे ऐसे, हम लोग नर्वस हो रहे हैं, फोन ऐसे ऐसे होके खिड़की के बाहर ही चला जाए. फोन कैमरा फेंक दिया, मैंने सवाल पूछ दिया, आपने बोलेंगे फेंक दिया बाहर, पूछ लो जाके वहां से. It should not be like that, है ना. So therefore also it should be stable. It looks good. अब जैसे मैं हूँ, अब मैं ऐसे ऐसे बोलूंगा तो it won't look good ना. It is looking good like this. यहाँ भाई stable है, everything is perfect. The guy is nervous, but okay, he is able to speak. ऐसा है. It should be clear. So hand gestures, I told, there is no specific formula. Please remember. And from tomorrow, I am expecting everyone to at least try. थोड़ा अजीब लगेगा, भाई ये मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, क्या कर रहा हूँ, but give it a try. You will love it. Automatically, you will do things, and like point number 1, point number 2, automatically it will come from within, because you are coordinating your mind with your hand. You are connecting both. So automatically it will create the gesture. You don't need to think कि यार ये क्या करना है, इस समय ये क्या करना है. No, the people who use hand gesture, they never think कि भाई अब what I have to do with my hand. It comes naturally out of them. Be it Rajiv sir or be it any teacher you talk. So they don't pretend. It comes from within कि हाँ यार hands are moving, because they are you know why we are not able to move our hand. The very good reason I can give is we are not enjoying the topic. It is a formality for us. Only then it can happen. If we enjoy the topic, if we are into the topic and we love the topic, like अच्छा चलो, when we talk about कि तुम्हें पता है पड़ोसी की आंटी ने ये किया वो किया, मतलब पड़ोस की आंटी चीख रही थी, अपने हस्बैंड को मार रही थी, आवाज आ रही थी, तो उस समय हम लोग बोलते हैं अरे भाई याद है ऐसा वैसा करके. वी गिव एक्सप्रेशंस, हमारे चेहरे पे कितने जम के एक्सप्रेशंस रहते हैं, है ना, कि हर एक चीज रहती है. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक ना. अपने घर में चलो छोड़ो, बगल वाले में क्या चल रहा है, दैट इज द केस. सो उसमें बहुत मजा आता है सुनने में, इसलिए अपन पूरा घुस जाते हैं, पूरे एक्सप्रेशन वगैरह अपने बॉडी से निकलने लग जाते हैं, है ना. इट इज लाइक विद म्यूजिक ऑल्सो. लोग नाचने क्यों लग जाते हैं कि म्यूजिक इतना अच्छा लगता है उनको, पूरे दिल से सुनते हैं वो लोग. सो अपने आप बॉडी एक्सप्रेशन रिलीज करती है. सो इन द सेम वे, इफ यू आर जस्ट टेकिंग टॉपिक एज अ फॉर्मेलिटी, सो यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट हैंड मूवमेंट्स. अगर आपके हैंड मूवमेंट्स आ रहे हैं, मतलब आपको टॉपिक के बारे में बहुत कुछ पता है. सो यहाँ पे भी नॉलेज का एक मैं बोल सकता हूँ, लाइक इफ आई वुड से, तो 40% वेटेज होगा कि भाई 40% अगर आपको नॉलेज है चीजों के बारे में, तो 40% ऑफ द पार्ट इज क्लियर, है ना. मतलब हैंड मूवमेंट में भी आपको बहुत हेल्प हो जाएगी अगर आपके पास काफी सारा चीजें हैं बोलने के लिए, क्योंकि आपको यू विल बी कॉन्फिडेंट, यस पीपल विल लिसन टू मी, आई हैव अ लॉट टू स्पीक. यू विल बी वेरी मच कॉन्फिडेंट विद दैट. सो दैट इज द केस विद हैंड मूवमेंट. ठीक है, बाकी तो यू डोंट नीड टू स्ट्रेस अबाउट. If it is not coming naturally, I have told you, just go deeper into the topic. है ना? बाकी तो from now onwards, I am not at all interested in giving Google recommendations because half people use them, half people just use and throw wala scene that happens. Nobody is referring them. So rather than that, we will. I have on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, I will be making a very detailed video regarding research of the topic so that every person who is watching that video can understand what actually is research and what actually we have to do to find out about the topic. So like Hina ma'am, you are facing problem in this technical topic. So from that video, you will get lots of knowledge. Yes, how can we, know about the topic? Not only debate, if we are in our real life also, and if we see if somewhere it is written, somewhere something is written, and somebody is talking about anything, like my father spoke about, we can say, he spoke about cocaine. I don't know what cocaine is. Okay, so how to search about cocaine? What is it? What are its effects and all? I will tell you that. How to search about the topic, how to know about things, how to gather knowledge about things, rather than searching the topic directly and memorizing the points. In that, I will tell you how to create actual argument. Because when you memorize the points, then also you are not able to say. And everyone over here has tried that thing once. When we memorize the points and all, we are not able to say because we get nervous and then we forget everything what we have prepared earlier. So it is the same in exams also. In 10th and 12th boards, आप लोग को ये बोला गया होगा कि भाई समझ के चले जाओ, रटने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. So it is the same over here also. There is no need to learn things, rectify things. Rather, you need to enjoy the things. It's like that. Okay, so talking about what activities. So in that we will be including presentations also, and interviews. I think that I will introduce it in a very different way, so that everyone is able to participate in the interview, because interview though it is personal, one by one. But over here, 8 to 9 people are there. How can we conduct one person interview with 8 or 9 people? I have an idea in my mind, but I need permission of Rajiv sir before implementing it. Because you will definitely enjoy. It is a very good activity. You will definitely enjoy. And you will get a lot to know about each other also. So it is going to be a very good activity for you all also. And Baki, please try to be regular, because daily I will be trying. I was not telling a lot of things yesterday and day before yesterday because of less participants, but I want that there shouldn't be any hurdle or any problem, barrier should not be there. I want to teach you a lot of things and we have less time. So I would request everyone to try to join. No problem, I can understand sometimes problem is there, but try to give your very best to join the class and try to be on time. At least before 7:02 or 7:03, please join the class. After that, yeah, it is not meaningful. The discussion has started and you are just an interruption then. If the starting you are there, so you are able to understand the flow of discussion, where is it going and how many people have spoke and what all points can we cut of each other, how we can cut the points of others, what mistake did the other guy do, which I can mention while I'm contradicting his or her statement. So with that, it disturbs the entire flow of the meeting also. So therefore, just try at least 1 hour I'm asking from you in your day. In 1 hour, you are getting general knowledge, debate, presentation, everything you are getting. So what is the point of leaving that? 1 घंटा भाई, you can manage and you have paid the money also. चलो money वाली बात तब गलत हो जाएगी. So let's leave it. है ना? Okay. So let's end the today's discussion. है ना? From tomorrow, we will be having a lot of activities to do. So please join on time so that I can manage. Because yeah, see, it is getting late now. It shouldn't get late. I have to manage things in a particular time. बाकी तो I will try कि भाई मैं extend करता जाऊँ जितना extend हो सकता है 8:15, 8:20 तक जहाँ तक जा सके. But if you will join late, so the meeting automatically gets late. Because I have to wait for others to speak then. So please join on time. It is a request, please join on time, because I have to teach many things, but I'm not able to. Okay. So yes, ma'am.
Sir, you were talking about the conclusion for this topic.
Like as in conclusion of this topic,
Yes.
I couldn't understand.
At the end of the topic, we say what is the conclusion of this topic.
You can say, you can add to sum up with. You can use this word. This is a very professional word, to sum up with.
To sum up with, while limiting the numbers of children can help with resources and the environment, it is important to respect people's right to choose how big their family is. Finding a balanced solution is the best approach.
Okay, quite short and crisp. It is very good that you can use like this also. There is no particularly issue. Okay. So tomorrow's topic is quite good. Men should also get the last name of women after marriage.
So can you please pardon this?
Man should also get the last name of the woman after marriage. शादी के बाद after marriage. Aarti ma'am, Raman ma'am understood. Hina ma'am also understood. Okay. मतलब शादी के बाद what happens कि wife has to put the surname of the husband. But the topic is saying he should now husband should also put the last name of wives, है ना? The surname of wives with their name. So should it be there or not? What difference will it create?
So please send the Google recommendation of this topic.
Ma'am, I am seriously not interested in Google recommendation at all because it is not to work that way now. We have to manage everyone together. I can understand nobody has the time, so I will tell a one-stop solution for everyone. It is like that. I am not scolding, है ना? मैं ताने वाने.
No, sir. So, sir, give us some ideas about this topic. What are the things we can search about this?
I can create questions जिसपे आप लड़के खुद का point बना सकते हो. ये I can do. ये it is possible. But Google recommendation I am not giving because it requires time. And please remember, मैं इसलिए Google recommendation नहीं दे रहा हूँ कि आप लोग नहीं कर रहे हो. नहीं. I am giving the actual solution to your problem. Time कम है मगर सीखना ज़्यादा है. तो Google recommendation is not the right thing. है ना? We have to be smart enough. So डांट नहीं रहा हूँ. आपको scold या कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ. नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. I am just giving you a better option जिससे आपका टाइम बचे. तो मेरा क्या है भाई, मैं तो 18 का हूँ भाई, मैं तो अभी ड्रॉप लेके बैठा हूँ, मेरे को कोई काम करता थोड़ी है. But you all have. So definitely to save your time, I will be telling a very good method, and which the video I will be releasing in the Saturday and Sunday. So it will be very good for you.
But sir, for tomorrow's topic, give something, some points to.
I will definitely give. I told.
Okay.
कुछ questions दूंगा. 1 minute.
Yes, sir.